Howdy folks, it's Monty once again, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a modern book that I think Amazon sold me in a whim back when I had whim money. And I thought it was just a fascinating opportunity to see the contemporary, what obviously became the old world fundamentally, but the art and the stuff that came through this this game, which really reinvigorated a bunch of folks, or appears, or at least gave the sense that a bunch of folks were reinvigorated. I would like to think that the Old Hammer communities on Facebook might have also given that feedback, but you never know. I don't actually post these videos to the Old Hammer community, so if you like these videos, please feel free to repost them on Facebook. That'd be much appreciated. I don't go and do that just because there are just so many, there are so many different twists and turns. I do have people that do post on those groups, obviously my friend Nurgly. But yeah, if you think any of these videos would be ideally suited for an Old Hammer Facebook group, or anything really, please feel free to take these videos and do with them as you will. Anyway, so today I'm looking at Total War Warhammer, the Art of the Games, which is really just the art of the, let's see if I can actually, without knocking them, very good. Well, that's a start. That is a start right there. But this was I guess a coffee table book that I had, or have. But yes, when was it produced? Copyright 2022. So very recent, by Paul Davies of all people. And yes, this is just it goes through the games sequentially, and the art equally. But yes, obviously there's this I think is crossover into Age of Sigmar. I do find there is genuine crossover in these games, or at least the imagery, but it's just the nature of Games Workshop as it is currently. Some discussion of Warhammer, and we get into the Empire now. I do find these kind of mashings of history really interesting. There's a game called Robotech, which, well, actually it's a game. It's a series basically, which was taken from Macross, which is the Japanese original version of Robotech. And I do find the reinterpretations of things really very interesting. And obviously a large portion of the human history of Warhammer, at least, is a reinterpretation of various parts of Europe at various times. But the nature of the weaponry and these kind of things, this could come out of a history book with regards to various areas, and I think they certainly borrowed very heavily. And even as you see now with the dwarves and this kind of stuff, they all, there's great borrowing from history. But it's just a reverence for the fantasy of it as well, which I think is nice. Great paintings. But yeah, these are all, I guess, what becomes STL files. They're not STL files. Maybe there's another vector format that they're converted to, used in the game. You get to the greenskins. Very nice. Like reimagination of greenskins. I showed the orc that I have, which was from Warhammer Online, which again is a precursor to all of this, but certainly had character development and these kind of things. I do wonder if they inherit the files from the previous intellectual property, or whether they have to recreate it anew. I don't know. I think basically if you're in the business of creating these kind of games, electronic games specifically, you're probably in the business of taking from art and actually creating 3D files and various image maps and all this kind of stuff. My language associated with this is kind of circa the late 90s, when I was a member of the International Game Developers Association. So I'm really not up to date with regards to kind of contemporary computer games and how they're created. But yeah, just some beautiful artwork being transitioned, I guess, into a digital format. Bretonians. Yes, this is a really perfect coffee table book, though, which is the reason I bought it. I've probably only been through it a couple of times, aside from this video, so it is interesting to go through it again. Chaos Warriors, some beauties here. I think they really captured the element of chaos. Well, it's a contemporary chaos. It's not a chaos of the 1980s, but it's still, you know, still very interesting when played out. Wood elves. Again, this is very distinct to obviously the wood elf imagery that you know, I've maintained. But you know, I think this is a modern skin on an old idea, perhaps. Warhammer 2, Total War Warhammer 2, rather. I think we have Skaven in this one. I'm pretty sure Skaven, and it looks like Lucid Men. Oh. High elves. Just the barding on the horses is particularly important. And of course, they're castles and keeps and what have you. I do like these repeater bows too. Dark elves, here we go. Here we go, Skaven. Jumping. Vampire Coast. Not counts, but coast. Oh, interesting. So we have pirates. Skeletons. Interesting. Oh, look at this. A whole kind of fish food. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I don't remember this. Hunter and the Beast. The Silent for the Fury. Interesting contrasts. And here we get to number 3. Which looks like a Chaos Demon, yes. Here we go. Here we go. The Nurgle. Cinch. Slaanesh. It's amazing what you could probably do with Slaanesh. I guess they have to keep it, that's probably as PG rated as they're going to get. But this, oh no, you do have a nipple or two. But yes, and of course corn. Oh yes, they had fun with corn, didn't they? And Keslev, interesting, interesting. What do you think there's cafe in this? I seem to remember there was too. Ogre Kingdoms? Oh, these are nice. These are nice. Come on, we've got to get to some character studies of ogres. No, not quite yet. What? There's no character study of ogres. So this is Ogre Kingdoms. just narrowly not actually doing any body studies of ogres. Okay, well, I'd like to see some ogres. Not complaining about cafe being in here though. And that is it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Let's see if I can actually close it without black slightly hitting the... yeah, these have been a couple of my modern Warhammer pieces for you, the viewing audience. If you like this stuff, like, subscribe, comment. Always much appreciated to get comments from people. So Tom Bartley, Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.